relationship while being in this industry?
Hard.
How difficult is it?
Tough, man.
It looks like you have it very sweet.
I've been through the ranks. You know, I was married and divorced. And so now, once bitten, twice shy. When you go for the woman again, for watching side well, the one with the barb small, the one we go support small, the one who, even if it's not in the same industry, is around it enough to understand that there will be odd nights, you might not come home sometimes, and the kids will be all on her. You know, so it takes a certain level of an understanding woman for the relationship to work, or man in that regard. And however, it's hard. It's the hardest thing.
Have you been successful at that?
So far so good. First time I say no, and I only want to learn from my mistakes, you know. And so I'm trying a different approach this time around.
I need lessons.
Wait, what's the different approach? The different approach is make time. So now I'm a little more strict with my time. If I'm unable to make it to your set or to take your measurements, I'll let you know that, oh, today is not a good time because I would have planned something with the family, or I have to get my son from school at 3 o'clock. And so I shift things before or after.
You think that comes with growth or it's just experience? I think as you
I think
grow,
it's both.
yeah, as you grow, you know.
A bit of both, actually. A bit of both, actually, yeah. You're right. Because you need to become aware that you have to be intentional about
it,
the decisions you make coming out. Because as much as you're chasing the money and you're chasing the work and whatever, family is also important. Because when the work is gone and all your work colleagues leave, you need people around you at the end of the day, at that age, sometime when you're weak and you're unable to do your work again.
Real.
And the love you give to the family coming up is the love they'll reciprocate to you at that age. And so I'm learning from all these older people's experiences and you know what they did, and I'm hoping that I get it right. It's not.
No.
Have you ever been in a relationship where they don't see what you do as work?
Right.
They just
Say
say,
they blame.
Yeah, exactly. That's basically they start to think well.
Choose well so they understand that this is work.
That's
why
the first relationship, as far as I can remember, was also in the industry.
Yeah, it was an industry one, and then I mean,
Was that official?
Yeah, it was official. It was very official.
They hid it for some time.
Yeah.
After a while, they were like,
I keep arguing now that that thing now that like for us, right, we're on TV. And I mean, with the faces of our people, and it was a time that, you know, the brand Foresight had just peaked. It was at its, you know, and all that. And here was a relationship. But that was the only thing that we had that we could keep, like you could keep as private as, you know, like the only point in time in your whole life where it's just you, home.
Was it a conscious effort to make it private, or
No, it was never a conscious effort. It was just that we never liked to put our business out there. It was just something that two of us had, you know.
And then when the two of you are together, right?
Yeah.
And both of you decide, or both of you are playing like you guys are not together. How does it feel when other guys try and make a move on your woman?
So the funny thing is, yeah, you know what? We're so close. We were so close that sometimes
you allow it sometimes.
In front of you.
There you go, go laugh.
Yeah, tell them so we're so close that the guy hitting on her is me chatting. You know, so that's how it was.
wait, what?
Yeah, like
you have her phone.
I'm actually holding the phone and doing.
So you're the one talking to the guy.
And it was just something. I guess I was we're good friends. We're real good friends, you know.
It's actually scary, you know. Like you try with some
It
girl
was-
and then
it
not
was
knowing it's a
just
boyfriend who's
time.
actually like, look at this fool.
I've done that before.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Like
there
reply
was-
the guy.
There was no secret.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no secret between us. Nothing like that. No secret. Everything is open.
So may I ask why it didn't?
People change and change for the better. So that's the thing about us. People change for the better, and I keep saying that. You know, she went into a new space in her life. In the beginning, I didn't understand. I was angry. I didn't want to accept, you know, stuff like that. But she was in a good space, you know, and the whole transformation of her beliefs, her morals, her values, all those things. You know, I was fighting in the beginning, but it took me a while to understand. So when I understood, the friendship still remained.
Right.
So you guys are good.
Too good, like very, very good. You know,
I think it comes with maturity, eh?
yeah, Yeah, it was hard. It was
But the hearts
hard.
is a different beast.
Early game to do so.
All right.
I was thinking about.
I'm thinking, when was I ever broken-hearted? You know, I was trying to think about it, and I was going to ask this question: that does every man go through that broken heart?
Yeah, it happened to me
stage?
once.
It happened to me. Yeah.
I remember yours.
You remember mine.
Look, I mean,
I've cried because of something the woman did.
I was with somebody for 7 years, and we broke up. But it was a very amicable breakup. After the breakup, the two of us we really cried. Hard crying.
And also,
Back. And we finished.
That's-
How's you and your ex-wife?
Well. I mean, look, she doesn't live here. She's with the kids. The kids are with her as well, so I don't really get to spend time with them as much as that's the worst part for me. It's not even the breakup, the heartbreak or anything like that. More than anything is me not being able to have that life. And it's funny, I was I'm seeing a girl, and I was telling her about like one of the things that's I regret is not seeing my kids as much as I wanted to. When I was growing up, I'm old-fashioned Italian, man. I like family. They say a man who doesn't spend time with his family is not a man. So for me, that was my life, and I wanted to see them grow up and be part of their every single detail. But I've missed it all. Now my son's he's 16 now. My daughter is 18.
wow.
I've missed all that. You know, all the back and forth because they don't live here. I try as much as I can to see them, but it's not the same. It's just not the same, and that's the one big regret about this whole thing. It's not the divorce. I mean, look, love comes and love goes.
You think you're at your peak?
No. I always say I'm only 1% of where I want to be. Like, I want to be Zara, like the Zara of Africa from Africa. I want to be in every home.
I've heard you say this before.
Yeah, and I'm serious
too.
about it. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to set up branches in different countries now. I'm working on it. And so, like, I'm not even local champion.
I think I have to rephrase the first question I asked you. If you had a wish,
Right.
and you had these two options, to be the biggest actor on the continent,
Right.
or to be the biggest fashion designer on the continent.
That's a good way of putting it.
I know if you answer.
Yo, but I'll go for fashion for you. I think Elikim is one of the rarest that we have in
Yeah, it's very different.
Like,
thank you.
Elikim is
I have
good.
I have maybe 9 or 10 kaftans.
Right.
Fam, I don't have
yeah.
any. Bruh.
Charlie, me are there for everybody.
Charlie, I have to come then. I have to, the t-shirts.
No, yes, please. So what's crazy is
my t-shirt.
What's crazy is I do a lot of casual stuff as well, so I can make you a
gotta
t-shirt from
come.
scratch.
You made what you're wearing.
Black time, yeah, always. I only wear
Yeah,
stuff I
he
make.
when stuff he does, yeah.
I'll wear this for
You're
you.
too good.
So, hypothetically speaking,
Yeah.
when we speak about who's the most successful male fashion designer in the country, is that person a wealthy man?
Wow. Wealthy. To define success.
Because if you say the most successful fashion designer in the UK, you'd probably be a wealthy man.
Yeah.
In the US,
Amancio Ortega, the owner of Zara, he's the richest man in Spain. He was the richest man in the world at the time from fashion. And he's a billionaire. And so, fashion outside which is why I'm saying is mediocre in Ghana. You know, sometimes I look at the work I create and I'm thinking, damn, like if this day Yankee right now,
Like you
we are
sell out big.
catch some
Yeah.
half celebrity stuff.
no,
I'm serious. Like, you know, Yankee, they like that self, or London, or some Europe, like a market that understands it. Because in Ghana, self, I premiered a fashion film recently, which is why I say
Yeah, I saw
fashion
that.
and acting are my babies. Now I'm finding a way to put them together because I can't neglect one or the other. And so I said, from my experience with acting and a little bit of, I'm copying from the directors, let me do a fashion film. So I shot a 5 minutes film. It's titled Pilolo.
Okay.
You know the game we used to play
Yeah,
back
of
in the
course.
day as
Yeah.
kids. Pilolo, that everybody's
Tinapa.
cutter. So I put the sequence collection together. My new collection is with the sequence collection. I put it together and put the story.
You didn't invite me. I saw it on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I put that together and I shot the fashion film. And so I'm feeling like, you know, I want to merge both.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to do with fashion and acting. I want to be able to put them together.
When you wanted to be a creative coming up, did you have the support of your parents?
Fortunately for me, I did have. Because I had built it in them. They had seen it in me that, you know what, this is a space I want to get into. So it wasn't easy for them to believe that if they gave me the opportunity, it would happen.
Right.
But look at how the creative, look, if you play football 10 years ago, they look at you like, really? football.
Yeah. So this is how I thought about it. Why did my mother say, I will never allow you to be a rapper?
Oh, she told you that?
Yeah. Because
Wow.
there wasn't anybody I could point to and say, Daddy, Mommy, I want to be a radio presenter.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be successful and rich life. Who are you going to point to at that time?
That's it.
Yeah.
There was
I
nobody
mean,
I
I
could
didn't
point
even
to.
start out looking out to be a radio or TV presenter. I mean, it just came. Mine was just pure luck. Just pure luck. Mine was studio, making beats, recording the voice, you know. So, I mean, back in the day was Adam, Trig.
Yep. I remember that squad.
2131.
Just making beats. That's all.
Yeah.
Easy. So it was just beats. And then I chanced on the voiceovers when I was in KNUST. When a friend of mine was like, she needed a voiceover for one of the whole weeks. I did it and I was like, okay.
Sounds good.
When I came back to Accra after KNUST, I came back to Accra and then I was looking for a job. I was like, you know what? Let me just get 9 to 5? No, man.
Not for you.
So it took me 8 hours in those days, booking studio, 8 hours, you know, music to do music recording. Like 8 hours you record a song and I have to finish and chase a DJ and a producer. And it was long. I sit in the studio, I produce a radio commercial, 30 minutes. Bro,
Your money, your pocket.
Cheese, man.
I used to record my commercials then. And you would do the voiceover.
Yeah.
Actually, the two people I've ever done voiceovers in my entire life is the two of you.
So check this out.
Yep.
Check this out. Let me just give Eddie his flowers.
Uh-oh.
So I'm in my studio. This is inspiration. Eddie, I've told you before. This is my inspiration. I'm in the studio. I get a call from George Quay. Man, this is a fresh guy out of KNUST. George Quay has called me. Abaji of taxi driver has called me. Abaji comes to the studio and he comes with Eddie Blay. I'm like, oh my days. They come and do Ghana Rocks.
Ghana Rock.
Yes.
Ghana Rock.
In a salon down the studio. When you guys left, I worshipped your voice. I said, Eddie Blay's voice is on my hard drive. Oh my God.
Wow.
I finished.
Wow.
Like you have no idea. I was like,
wow.
whoa. Took my time to handle it.
You edited the shit out of that song.
When I was going home,
beautiful.
when I locked the studio, I was like, God, don't let anybody come into this.
Or some fire fall inside the studio.
I got Eddie Blay's voice on my machine.
Yes.
Guess what? On that same machine, JMJ, Jam Master J,
J.
had recorded Samini Bidi Doda.
Okay.
So the data was there. Charlie, every day if I can open the data and I play, I'm like, yo, rich, yo, I've got the data on my machine.
That's right.
Wow. Like, yo, it was.
What was your breakthrough? That one moment that made you say, I'm sure it was Big Brother.
Yeah. It was Big Brother. And I didn't even feel the impact
You went on
up
top.
on coming out. But it was every time I stepped into a certain country, that's when I was like, what? So I got to Zimbabwe and the airport was full of people waiting for you. Charlie, limousine. It was like the president, man.
Yeah.
And at the time, these boys who were like the youth for the movement of the president, Robert Mugabe at the time. So they had this overall, they used to call hoverus style or something. So they gave me one at the airport to change with the barrette hat. And it was like a military look. When you see the pictures, there's like some president that was waving at his people. As I came out the roof of the limousine and there was everybody and I had my hand held up with my sunglasses and the barrette. It was crazy, man. And then in Ghana, Troy was my manager at the time. So he organized...
Troy told me these stories, the tour, the stories.
Yeah. Bentley.
I remember I met you in Kumasi 2 once.
Yeah. First time I saw Burna Boy was my show actually at Takrady. He came to perform at. So this is us sitting in like a lounge and Burna Boy walks in. At the time he had the 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's his first song.
Yeah, those were his first songs. And he came to Takrady, he came and performed. You know, his energy even back then I could remember, like the way he came in with his entourage, with his sunglasses, went out. I remember those moments vividly, man. It was right after Big Brother.
When you speak about Burna Boy, I just need to ask this question. Your opinion on where we are as a music industry. Oh, Johnny, why did you laugh?
This question,
I'll start with Eddie.
It's also timing, though.
Oh, man. Look, I mean, first of all, they'll start saying there's no people, like the artists say there's no industry. We don't get industry. But I think if there's money coming in at a certain point, there's got to be some kind of industry. Structures and things, maybe not. But at the end of the day,
Good word.
yeah, structure is important. But at the end of the day, we've come so far because, look, all eyes are on Ghana, man. And it's the music that's bringing the eyes.
So we're going to the O2.
Uh-huh.
Ghana meets Niger.
You see, that's the problem. Once you start comparing us to Nigeria,
you have to.
then it's the problem.
See,
you have first of all, there's so many more Nigerians than there are Ghanaians.
Eddie,
first.
to be honest with you, let's be blatantly honest.
Yes.
When you're an artist in Ghana and you are A-list, your benchmark is now the Nigerian.
Yeah.
The biggest Nigerian.
We're never going to win that.
How are we going to enter? So now give me your lineup of three.
Of three what?
To face Burna Boy, Davido, and Wizkid at the O2.
I'm out of that game.
Hey.
When I came on your show.
I know, right?
And then I watched you guys do a list too.
Yeah.
So you're three to face the three.
Three to face the three. Hey. Black Sheriff. Sak. And Wale, probably.
Okay.
Wow.
Black Sheriff,
hard,
Sarkodie, and Shatawale.
That's hard. That's difficult.
Okay.